Pitas with Lauren. Today I want to talk about dogs that have what I would call a sound sensitivity. So this is for dogs that have kind of fearful responses to unusual noises in their environment. And it can be a challenging behavior to read and understand. We really need to get to the root of what's going on in that dog's mind. So with sound sensitivity, I believe that the dog's like feeling a little uneasy, they're a little uncomfortable, a little stressed, maybe a little insecure. And so when they hear these sounds that they aren't used to, like maybe they're used to a very quiet home, a very quiet environment, or maybe their puppyhood was very quiet. So then now that they're older, they hear a noise outside, and literally in the dog's mind, they're like, ah! Like they're having a hard time. So you can help your dog with this through counter conditioning and desensitization. Counter conditioning is basically what your dog's normally scared of or has learned to be scared of or hasn't had enough exposure so they're scared of it. You turn into something they love, something that brings joy, good feelings, pleasant consequences. And then the other thing is desensitization, which is where you start with small exposure to the dog's trigger. So let's say it's sounds, you would start with more quiet sounds and then work your way up to more loud sounds. I'm going to show you an example with my boarder Phoebe because she needs some extra support with this. So here we go. Yesterday, I went to the basement to close the freezer door, and she barked. She freaked out. So I just kept saying, good girl, and opening and closing it, good girl, opening and closing it. She barked quite a bit, but after I think it was the fifth time of me opening and closing it and saying, good girl, she stopped barking. Number one, what I was doing was kind of flooding her. So it's like if I do this a lot, you're flooding the dog with the sound that they used to be uncomfortable with. And what will happen is they won't care, especially if you pair it with something that they enjoy. Phoebe loves, most dogs love that, woo, Phoebe, yeah! So that's like a reward for her. I could be using food, I could be popping food in her mouth, but she doesn't have the highest food drive. So. Good girl! Good girl! Now I'm just playing random noises off of YouTube because she's being so good, so I need to think outside the box. Even right now, it's hard to see her, but she's dealing with it. She's a little what is that? But she's okay. Just for kicks. Good girl, Phoebe. If they're barking at an unusual object that's making a sound, check it out. Gentle noise while she's doing that. So that honestly did not go how I was planning. Because the previous 2 days that she was here, she did bark when she heard unusual sounds, but I've been working on her with it, and as you can see, she didn't react to any of those noises, and I'm proud of her. Very good stuff, but at the same time, I wanted to show you live, how to address it. So hopefully it gave you some tips or ideas on how you can help your dog overcome a sound sensitivity. All right, well, that's a wrap. Bye.